It's Sports Betting Spotlight at the Wynn Las Vegas Sportsbook with handicapper Kelly Stewart and Sportsbook Director Johnny Avello. We're breaking down the Atlanta Falcons, who went 10-6 last year and fell 2 yards short of beating the Eagles in the playoffs. This year, their win total is 9.5. Kelly, what are you expecting from the Falcons this year?
You know, this is tough. It looks like Vegas is expecting a little bit of regression. 9.5 is the season win total, as you mentioned. They're just behind the Saints to win the division as a small dog, but they have a really tough slate of road games this year. At Philly to start the season, at Pittsburgh, at New Orleans, at Green Bay. I'm thinking are all going to be losses. Then they've got to sneak out 4 or 5 division wins here to get them over the hump. All right, fine. I'm going to take the over.
Okay. All right. So here we are. Here's a Falcon team. They're first and goal at the Eagles' 7-yard line. They can't score on 4 downs. They're 60% to get that done. Here they are in the Super Bowl, 28-3 lead at the half. They're 10-1 to get that done. Then they get neither done, which were both bad for us in the book, of course. But both were bad play calling. But that was last year. This year is Steve Sarkisian. He's the offensive coordinator. He's not a winner either when you look at his record at any level of coaching. Offensively, they move the ball efficiently. They have a little bit of trouble scoring. Matt Ryan last year, his numbers are good for most, but not one of his better years. 4,000 yards passing, 20 TDs, 12 interceptions. At the running back, Coleman and Freeman, they're both solid backs. Julio Jones, Mohamed Sanu, 2 of the best in the game. You add Calvin Ridley from Alabama to that mix, I think you got quite a receivers corps there. And defensively, the defensive backs are okay, but defensive line to me is a bit iffy. They won 10 games last year. They should win 10 games again this year, so I'm going over.
I agree. I like how Kelly has all numbers to support the under, and then you're like, I go over. It's probably the best way to do it, the opposite theory. But yeah, I agree. They took a big step back last year with Sarkisian in his first year as offensive coordinator, 33 points down to 22 a game. Ryan's numbers were down as well, but his numbers are down in Shanahan's first year, and he had a big step up in Shanahan's second year. So I expect Ryan on the offense, with the guys you mentioned, Ridley and Julio Jones, still the backs, to bounce back and step up in Sarkisian's second year here. They got it together down the stretch, obviously beating the Rams in the playoffs and almost knocking off the Eagles. Their defense actually came together down the stretch too, holding Carolina to 10, Rams to 13, and the Eagles to 15 in their last 3 games. They're favored in 10 games, and after their opener against the Eagles, 5 of their next 6 are at home. They're favored in all their home games, and they have an outside shot at being the first team to host the Super Bowl. The Vikings couldn't get it done last year, but the Falcons have a shot this year. I expect them to have double-digit wins for the 3rd straight year, make a run at the Super Bowl. That's our spotlight in the Atlanta Falcons.